We are live.
Hey everyone. Hey guys.
Hello again.
Hi. Jimmy's the lone wolf in the chat.
Jimmy. Ow!
How
um,
convenient. The Feld fam members in our chat, Jimmy.
Feld fam. And
I
he's got his
call him Feld.
popcorn.
Yeah, of
He's
course
got his
he does.
popcorn ready.
hmm
All right. So we're here to talk today about some interesting news that's been brought to our attention. That's probably going to create a little bit of a debate. I did a video about this when it first broke. And I kind of got my ass handed to me just a little bit, and that's okay because I felt it was important information to get out there, and that's what I did. So since that time, we've had some more information come forward from Feldman himself. I think it's important to stress that this is coming from Corey Feldman. So before you leave, your little nasty messages and whatnot, realize the source of where this information is coming from. And this is the one and only time that I'll probably believe a word the guy says. Let's put that out there
Right.
too.
Well, and this isn't an attack on anybody. This is just,
No,
we're
it's not.
presenting stuff
Information.
from behind the scenes and public information because this was something that was, in the news regarding Corey Haim and everything. People that have been following this know the back history on it. We don't need to get into all that.
Right.
But,
No.
with Feldman coming out now saying what he said, it needs to be addressed. And I want to address some of what he said, too, that he's not naming people in the documentary, too. We need to address that unless we do that on a separate stream. I don't know.
No, we can do it all on this one. If you want. Okay, so you want to just dive right in then?
Well, you want to start? No, go ahead. You guys want to explain your thing? Because I'll show.
Okay.
I need the screenshot, too, of, well, I guess it's in the thumbnail. Shit, I guess I can just read that right now and then show it because I got other ones popped up right now.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. So, as you guys can see in the thumbnail on Instagram. Oh, I didn't know you sent me more. It said somebody was on Corey's Instagram and said, "Did you know that Corey have a son with?" We took her name out. I actually don't know if it's true, but a lot of people think that, and plus, said person says it is. Is it true? Feldman replies, "It's a lie. We did a blood test." Well, Feldman was tweeting about this, and there's a screenshot somewhere, and I'm not going through my phone right now looking for Feldman screenshots, but a lot of us saw it where he said 99% it was his son.
Right.
And I have DMs. Actually, I should have pulled them up, unless they're in the ones that you sent, Stace.
They are.
The cigarettes
that
Feldman sent, that cigarette thing.
Yeah.
So they were claiming that they got Haim's DNA off of 10-year-old cigarette butts that Feldman supposedly kept, even though in the picture they look like real cigarettes, like fresh cigarettes. Then they were saying a family member in the Haim side gave DNA, which that's not true. So he's saying they did a blood test, but I really would like to know, like, is he comparing the blood test to the quote unquote 10-year-old cigarettes? Or like, how do you get Haim's DNA to even compare that?
Because we can confirm that it did not come from anyone on the Haim family side.
No,
and like
not
I said, for him to be saying a blood test was done, he would have needed Haim blood.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's no way that happened.
So I don't know the behind the scenes. I just know bits and pieces. I don't know if Feldman sought them out. It was the other way around. We don't really know all that. Did he do this for a publicity stunt to try to get more money for his bullshit documentary and everything else?
Or was it another ploy to hurt Judy?
Right, exactly.
I think it's more that. The reason why this is important is because when I first made the video about this and this topic first come up and it was introduced to this, we'll just call her A for the purpose of this video. Her spokesperson came forward and said that she was going to be in the documentary, that there was 100% proof, and now all of a sudden, and Feldman was going along with this at the time. because it suited his narrative. And now all of a sudden, within the last 24 to 48 hours, this surfaces.
Well, wasn't it said at one point that the kid was calling him Uncle Corey?
Yeah, and he was supposedly an active part of this child's life. The one I feel sorry for out of everybody is the child.
Absolutely.
Because he's going to need some massive therapy, because like you have a mother who, I'm not going to diss her. I don't even know her on a personal level, so I can't even say anything, but she's been telling him who knows for how long that this person was his father. And now to find out, I think he's around 15, I want to say, to find out that this isn't even true, that's got to be devastating for a child. Like, it really does.
Yeah.
Right. And we don't even know if the family's aware of this Instagram post either. So,
yeah.
We don't know.
Just to point out as well, this isn't the first time the Feldman's done this either. He did the exact same DNA bullshit with B. Howard and Michael Jackson.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to go into these screenshots. So thank you for leading that.
That's interesting, because I didn't know that. I've stayed out of the Michael Jackson stuff. It doesn't interest me.
I think I might have found that video possibly that SB did, but we'll see her talking about it in these screenshots. Oh boy, hold on.
By the way, if you're watching on my channel, please come to Susie Q7979 to be a part of the chat.
I've been checking in there, hon, and
Okay.
Why did the screenshots go away once I haven't pulled them up? It wasn't doing this yesterday. Okay, nobody send me a message on Messenger, please, in the next 5 seconds. I'm hoping this works. I don't want to be... Oh, God. Oh, a message just came through. Oh, it worked. Woo!
Good.
Okay. Yeah, I did. Sorry. So, you guys want to go to about this, what this was all about, since y'all were the one talking to this?
I can't even see it. What does it say? What is this?
These are from a group that you guys were in with Sarah. I guess I could just start reading them. So it looks like...
Okay.
So it looks like Sarah had reached out to you guys, and this was in April, May, because I know it was right around Mother's Day when she it was Mother's Day when she uploaded that video.
What a
I thought police. So Sarah's like, as stupid as this sounds now, after the prior DNA scandal was exposed and I was deleting screenshots, I came upon that one. And that is how we all keep getting pulled into the Corey story circus. If I had known about this earlier, believe me, I would have sent something. Anyway, here's the link. It is not public. This one for public distribution will have some of the Lisa stuff cut out of it and most likely Angela's voice removed. This also tells that that Jules did cut a deal with her too for those voice notes, which is horrible. Good Lord, he's going to have his re-edit. He's going to have to re-edit that doc of his. Oh yeah, see, April 28th. Jag, I have a good memory. If I take this public, do you want your name kept out of it? Shit is going to get ugly if it gets exposed. She says, good God, please keep my name out of it if you can. Laughing emojis, yeah.
Because it's funny.
Yeah, I will.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. And when, yeah, okay. His Corey Angels Talk live podcast. Yes, this is the team Corey Feldman does not want working together. That is for sure.
Oh, right. Okay, I remember these now.
How would Corey Feldman, dude, she was a plant the whole time, I'm telling you. How would Corey Feldman know that, like, why would she say that? He wouldn't want us working together. I'm going to go ahead.
Well, I believe that the way I understood it at the time was because we're like the most unlikely, like me and Stacy were joined at the hip for everything. That's not unlikely, but for us to join up with SB, that's completely out of the norm of anything.
Well, and SB had her vindictive, conniving, stupid bullshit game she plays of wanting this stuff to get released.
Right.
I'm going to cut a video together debunking this family. Might take a couple of days. I have some voice notes from Angela that I would like to forward you guys. Okay, can you forward them here or no? Sorry, I shouldn't read that. I didn't mean to read that in your voice, Stacey. Oh, I think this is going to be shown in another screenshot, but this is where Sarah, and this is the type of crazy chick this chick is. She threatened the family that she was going to call the Maury show on them. That's what started this whole thing. Lisa probably knew that they were about to be debunked. Mary has voice notes from Angela that talk about what happened. Yeah, because Kim Feckin sent them to us. Also, I'm cutting a video together for you guys to see. Feldman has working relationships with TMZ, The Blast, Daily Mail, and Daily Mail UK. Not The Inquirer. Isn't that the one who broke out the story that you did, Sarah? I believe
it was
The Inquirer.
Radar Online.
But they're tied to Inquirer. Yeah. I believe The Inquirer was used for revenge. Well, you're the one that contacted him, Sarah, so let me shoot. These aren't in order for some reason. That sucks. This was an email Sarah sent saying apparently the pattern with Feldman falsifying DNA for publicity purposes, and it involves 4 elements: a deceased icon, an I can't say that word. Illegitimate. Yeah. So thank you, son.
Yeah.
Who somehow only Feldman and his associates are privy to. Feldman stands to gain monetarily from a positive result. If anyone wants to upload this, they are more than welcome, or just pass it to the people who would be interested. Let me know what y'all think. I hope all is well. Again, she's trying to get other people to post her slanderous videos that get people charges.
Now that I have the knowledge that I have now, looking back, hearing this, I was totally set up. She sent me that video that I posted about the child. And I didn't know, of course I'm going to report on it because I talk about everything Feldman, and she knew that. And I feel like she took advantage of the fact that that's what I was doing. My intentions were good, and she didn't want to bring it forward because look at how much I got my ass chewed for it.
Yeah.
So now I'm seeing it differently.
That's what she does.
Yeah, but I didn't know that then.
I know. The video that Kim got charges on for was a video Sarah made. Sarah wanted me to post that shit on my channel. Do you guys not remember when you posted that? I called you guys and I was like, I think she had put it up on another channel too. And I'm like, dude, she's doing this for revenge on Lisa and this stuff. I'm like, and then you guys pulled it.
Yeah, I did pull it down.
It was on Mother's Day too. Well, you pulled it and then she uploaded it later on Mother's Day is what happened.
Well, and then she wanted to start this battle with me. Lisa did. And it's like, lady, I don't even know you. Do you know what I mean? And this was information that was brought forward. I felt it was worth sharing. It was information about the doc because she was supposed to appear in it. And of course, I'm going to talk about it. I didn't say anything derogatory about the mother or the child for that matter. So, I don't see anything wrong in that.
Right. Ricky Bunce, she said, could you give me a short version of this story? So last year, it was an article came out in the Inquirer / Radar Online saying Corey Haim had a son. Feldman's been saying it's his son. They were supposed to be in his documentary. They were saying that, Judy doesn't want to have anything to do with her grandson, even though Judy had agreed to a DNA test. And now, 2 days ago or yesterday, Feldman had replied to somebody on Instagram and said, no, that's not his son. We did a blood test. So we're just going over, because we covered this last year too. So with him now saying that it's not the son, we need to address it. So that's what we're doing here.
Right.
Sarah is saying, I have great news. I am close to getting permission for you to do just that. I know how much it would mean to Judy. Stupid bitch. Don't talk about her. I'm going to offer Jules a retraction on her channel if she will give permission to release these, which Jules did, by the way, and I have proof of that also. Oh, wow. Yay. Good luck. Good luck with that. I'm trying to talk like Stacey. Let me know what she says.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to ask other Corey Feldman screen test. Okay, here's videos that she sent to Stacy. That goes with the Hello, Stacy. The last thing I thought I would do is make another Corey Feldman related video. However, somebody sent me a link to something that cannot be ignored. I looked into it and cut a bit together video. Apparently, Corey Feldman has been involved in exactly the same issue as the recent claim about the grandson of Corey Haim. I was one of those people who believed this for a long time, as you well know. I did not know that it was a pattern. Feldman attempted to pull this same thing with his protege, B. Howard, even holding a DNA press conference, which was debunked, which that's on YouTube. Those were the links you sent.
Oh, oh, yes. Remember, it was the same background in the videos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I remember.
Yeah, she cut it. We actually might have it. So
I have that on private. I do, I think.
You?
I think I have it on private. I'll have to look. I'll go through my videos when we're done here.
It's actually on the Facts channel.
Oh, okay. Well then, can you grab it or no?
Well,
not now. If it's gonna cut her off. Yeah, it might cut you off, Stace.
Yeah, I'll leave it for now.
Yeah. So then Sarah's saying, I'm being attacked by Lisa. She plays my breakdown at 51 seconds. She is live again against me now. I'm trying not to react. This shit always upsets me, and she knows it. I have a message out to Jules. We are close to an agreement. I'm going to add a few more clips to the video, and then it can be released tomorrow. She always acts like the victim. She's sitting there cutting videos behind the scenes and posting these videos, having other people post them, and then when people do a video responding to her, she cries to people. The phase at the end of the day is something Feldman says all the time. I have never heard Lisa say it on her own. Do you guys hear that?
What?
Oh, maybe it's just my ears ringing. Damn. Okay. Someone's talking about me. Sure, a lot of people are talking about me right now.
Yeah.
Feldman says all the time, I have never heard Lisa say it on her own in the months that I was close to her. It is written twice in that statement. She is reading both times she says it. New link. I wish I could. I don't know what she was saying to that. This could not be public because of the voice notes. I do not have permission to publicly distribute them, but I would like Judy to see this. I am going to be adding to it. I believe Corey Feldman wrote the public statement, and so does his former assistant.
Former assistant.
That's interesting. So I didn't read all these last night.
I didn't read any of these. I don't even know what any of this is.
I am not sure about that, Sarah says. I know for a fact that Lisa has cut ties with Angela and her mother, Lori. She went running when I made contact with Lori. Lisa was threatening me, and I basically told Lori that if she didn't stop, I was going to call the Maury show on the family. That's what started this whole thing. She's such a fucking evil bitch. She really is. Oh, Lisa. Oh, shoot. Lisa probably knew that they were about to be debunked. Mary has voice notes from Angela talk about, yeah. Gave them to us. Angela stated that she was under contract for the documentary and then later denied it. Yes. Okay, this is showing we were sent this supposed DNA test that Feldman did, but then it was found online that it was like a April Fool's prank that you can get.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Hold on.
There was also a video too, if I remember correctly, of her doing the DNA test with the child.
Yes, there was.
Yes. I can't remember if... I don't know.
Sorry, I was reading a message I got from behind the scenes that annoyed me. What'd you say?
I said, if I remember correctly, there was also a video done of them doing the actual DNA test that was actually a fake.
Is.
Yeah.
Yes, there was.
So, did Feldman send it? Like, we don't know the truth. I never thought to go, this is Sarah. I never thought to go through old screenshots. So that's all you do all day, every day. As ridiculous as that sounds, I thought everyone had seen everything. I was sent, okay, we read that. I was sent a link to the fake DNA test by a friend, and that is when I realized that this shit might be fake. You have to understand, I did believe 100% that this was his child and was operating from that notion. As stupid as it sounds now, well, you are fucking stupid, and you try to insert yourself in shit that has nothing to do with you and then cry victim. Okay, that was a comment that Lisa left to Sarah on one of the videos. just basically saying the truth, that she's crazy. I guess we'll read it. She says, I'm right here, Sarah. Aren't you aware of the harassment order I have on you? Aren't you aware that we all laugh at you? You're a joke, a failed actor. They say I have the mind of an adolescent, but look at you. You're a disgusting, terrible person. I would love for you and everyone else to submit proof that I lied about the DNA. I said it could have come from anywhere. You lie about everything. You have a terrible mental illness that makes you a habitual liar. If you don't get your way, you threaten suicide. Why don't you just go the hell away already? Amen. Crawl back under the rock and don't talk about me. You're a sloppy liar. You're a sloppy, disgusting, cracked out person.
Isn't that the question of the year, Ricky Bunce? Wow, this is crazy. So why is he attacking you guys?
Because of this.
Well, we're in the
Yeah.
doc. Susie and I are talked about in the documentary, for one. So that was information that was confirmed, even though we've known that for, 2 years now? Or a year,
Yeah.
anyways. But the reason why he's attacking us is because we're, the go-to blame person, Susie and I.
Well, and we're also exposing everything on him.
Yeah,
He's
that's
hated
the
me
reason.
since day one.
Yeah.
Kim and Stacy used to be Feld family, and then they weren't. So now he's got a lot of resentment against both of us.
Very much so.
So, okay, this is talking about like the fake DNA testing you can do. Okay, this is a message between the mother of the child that was saying her son was Haim's and Corey Feldman. Okay, these are on Facebook Messenger. So she says, thank you. Yeah, I had to block Greg and Judy. He was acting like Judy's minion. I am not feeding into their negativity. I got to stay strong Thank you, Corey. You are correct. Don't even give those assholes another thought. You are doing the right thing. Just stay on course.
Just stay on course. What does that tell you?
Right.
Who was that message to?
That was between Corey and A, the mother.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's the second half of the message, Suze.
Okay. Closest friend when Corey could stand the guy. He said he was a Jesus freak, right-wing psychopath. Sure he did. Those were Corey's true feelings about Greg. Anyways, please try and not take it personally. And please be gentle with Young, said child. Try and remember none of this is his fault, and he's very confused and lonely. He needs a strong man in his life. So you doing this will help him a lot in the long run. Why?
That makes my heart hurt for that kid.
And we had heard that Feldman was helping them and the kid. And then, I guarantee you when they did the blood test and it came back negative, they probably haven't heard from Feldman since.
I guarantee that too. And at one time, he was supposedly an active part of the kid's life. So now you've just gone and screwed that kid up even more because now you're gone.
Yeah.
So the person that was taking the role as the father figure is now no longer part of his life.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So this is the mom giving thumbs up, saying thank you. Feldman says, love you back. And then she writes a nasty message about Judy. Okay, this was the DNA test that was sent around that you can literally Google April Fool's DNA test, and this is what comes up.
Yep. I think it's the first one, right, Stace?
Yeah.
That picture is actually the result that was sent around, but her name's been blanked out, but Corey's hasn't.
Right. We don't want to dox A, we'll call her.
Yeah.
But, I mean, she's going to have enough crap coming her way from this anyways as a result. We don't want to add to it.
Right. $24.95 for the DNA test.
Oh, well, that probably came out of the GoFundMe money.
Yeah. You probably paid for it with your donations.
Yeah. Burn.
I don't know who sent this one around. I'm assuming it was SB. She got a copy of the DNA test. This is when she believed it. And then she went to the story to the Inquirer, Radar Online. I think that's it. Oh, I think there might have been more that you sent me, but I'm going to have to stop screen sharing.
Okay, so now there was another thing that we talked about, and I can't remember what it was. Susie, you'll probably remember. You said that, do we want to talk about it in this stream or in another stream? Oh, what was it about?
It was about, do we have the screenshot, that long Instagram post he did about how he's not going to name anybody, that people are going to have to put the clues together?
Yeah.
That's the screenshot that I need. But hold on. Stacy, you sent more screenshots just like right before we went live, right? That's what I'm trying to get.
I read them all.
Oh.
I think you read them all.
Kim paid for the DNA test.
Fuck Kim.
That's hilarious.
Do one of you guys have that Instagram post that you could find and send it real quick?
It would be in the YouTube one, and it's the one with the background as the curtain, the red background with the curtain, and it's like a poster that somebody had made, and there's a bunch of writing on it. It's that one.
Let me go and grab it, but if I leave the chat, I'll be back.
Okay. Well, hold on. I might be able to do it, Stace. Hold on.
Okay.
I know we're all on our phones except Susie, so if we leave, we get booted.
I know where.
Katie, you're hilarious. Yes, I am. According to Feldman, I'm a very dangerous individual. According to the Mini Moonwalker.
Me too. We're criminals, don't you know?
Yeah, we're pedoprotectors. We're victim shamers.
Yeah, but then wasn't he the one this morning that basically said there's a rapist at large even now?
Oh, that was it. That was the other thing. Yes. Yes. So
I found the poster one.
Okay, so it should be on that one.
I just have to send it to.
So he's praising MovieWeb, which, by the way, I can't stand them, and I'm not going to disclose the reasons why, but they know, and so does somebody else. But anyways, they wrote this article that's in favor of Corey. So, you know, he's like, oh, I love this Feld fam. This is the only reputable, you know, blah, blah, blah. They were so concerned about writing this article that kisses his ass that they forgot to notice the part where he says, Susie or Stacy, do you have the screenshot in front of you so you can read it verbatim?
Well, I found the one with the poster. I have that one pulled up.
Okay.
Is this the one?
No, not this. Okay, hang on. That's a different. That's the one about
screen sharing. If you guys are gonna.
No, you can read that one and.
Hi. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I didn't want a message to pop up while we were live. I didn't want to pull it.
We're a global organization, Kool-Aid Jimmy.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be hard for me to see. Okay. Blow it up for you guys and myself. So, you know, he collected all this money for this documentary, says his life was at risk. He needed 24-hour security because he's going to name the names and he's going to be done. Once he names the names, he's done. Well, here it says, and this is from his Instagram, I'm sure it's still there, the first official art from the newly launching www.mytruth.com. I expect this site to be fully functional sometime after Valentine's Day. I hate how he types. This will be the one-stop shop for all your #MyTruthDoc viewing and interactive experiences that we are building so we can lay out all the permanent information related to the film, and that way everybody can be a sleuth. I don't even know what that means. And dig
a detective.
Can be a sleuth and dig through the materials after watching the film so that you can decide for yourself who knew what and who did what and how they tried to keep my truth from coming. So he's saying, I'm just going to put some shit out there. You guys figure it out.
Yeah.
Which he already did that in his book.
So that's where he's going to include the screenshots of the emails with Judy and of me and you, Suze.
Yeah.
Of all the other crap, like, that has nothing to do with this.
So then he says, decide for yourself who knew that and who did what and how they tried to keep my truth from coming. I want you all to, I hate how he types. I want you all have the ability to dig deeper than that we can fit into a 90-minute film. I want the whole world to learn the facts and compare notes and draw your own conclusions, as there will be many discussions after the film premieres. My truth balls, stupid hashtag.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So then he says that, and then in another screenshot that we have, it says,
oh, yes, it was. I can pull it up in a second here.
Okay, it says about the 6 names, and he hasn't named 6 names yet, as of yet. He's named actually 4, and it wasn't him, it was Dr. Oz. So the 4 names that have been named are John Grissom, Marty Weiss, Alfie Hoffman, and Bobby Hoffman. Those are the 4 names that are known right now. And then we know that Dominic is one, and Charlie Sheen is the other.
Whoa, what the hell did I just open?
But Feldman hasn't said those last 2 names.
Oh, sorry, that was scary. Okay, I don't think I've seen this one. Somebody says, I am very... Oh, let me see if I can blow it up more for you guys. I am very happy you are exposing this and telling your story. However, it's not right that you speak for Corey Haim after his family has asked you not to, especially if you're speaking on things you didn't personally witness. He goes, so you are assuming I don't know what I'm talking about? You would respect the family's wishes if that means covering up crimes of a rapist at large? Doesn't that family have to sacrifice to make for the greater good? Wouldn't you? Or should more innocent lives be destroyed? I made a promise to my brother. I keep my word. Oh, but you've been keeping the quote-unquote rapists. You haven't said shit for how many years, Feldman? 10 years?
Yep.
You know?
More than that.
10 years, that guy, the rapist, could have been hurting kids. No, he knows it's bullshit, and that's why he hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, you know, the only one that's protecting pedophiles and covering up rapists is you, Feldman.
Yeah, pedo protector, victim shamer.
Yeah.
Evil, dangerous motherfucker.
Why don't you talk? I hope you're going to talk in your documentary about the time though when you lived with Dominic, or the time that you hired Dominic for the movie Busted, knowing that he had abused Haim. I hope that's in your documentary, Feldman.
Yeah, because it was in mine, asshole. And by the way, thank you for the people that went and watched it. And I hope if you haven't seen it that we can share that link again, because if you plan on watching his documentary, you should watch the one that is already out there, because it explains a lot of the stuff that's going to be in it.
Yeah, even when I accidentally premiered it on my second channel that live, I didn't mean to, but then actually people were in there chatting. I was coming in and out of it. And I just happened to click back on it when we were talking about your link. So I went and grabbed it and put it in that chat right away.
Oh, awesome. So, thank you. Thank you.
Who's Dominic? Dominic Brushaw. He was a movie actor and was he a manager, producer? I don't know. I know he was in movies because he was in Busted.
And he was also radio.
Yeah. He's the one that abused Corey Haim. And Feldman lived with the guy knowing this years later and hired him on the set of Busted. And Haim walked onto the set and saw Dominic there and said, you know, what the fuck is this? And Feldman just, you know, smirks and says, oh, I thought you'd like it. So like Haim put him against the wall and Haim walked off set. And then Feldman said, oh yeah, I had to fire him because he's on drugs.
Oh, you know what? Fuck you, Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
Just to point out a second, he also said back in 2017 that his friend was going to be sending the story to the National Enquirer and asked him to back it up. And his words were, no, tell your own story. I don't care. Turns out that it was Dominic that sold that story to the Enquirer. And I'm pretty confident that Feldman was still friends with him to the day he died.
Oh, yeah, me too. That's another thing I want to say that somebody brought up to me the other day. They say that we're like horrible people and pedo protectors because we've had conversations with Marty. Well, why doesn't Sarah talk about the time when she reached out to Dominic? Because I have those screenshots, Sarah.
Well, wait, what?
Yeah, Sarah had reached out to Dominic.
Yep.
She sure did. I don't remember what
an active Feld fam person who's now doing the dirty work for Corey Feldman, reached out to Dominic Brasha, wouldn't that make her a pedo protector?
I guess so. Yeah.
That's what that sounds like, because that's what they're accusing.
The screenshots. They read them to me on the phone the other day, so hopefully I can get them. Maybe I can, I don't know, put them somewhere. I can tweet them.
Okay. Wow, that's news to me. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Did he ever contact her back, just out of curiosity, or was there no communication?
I honestly don't remember. I'd have to look at the screenshots again. I saw them a long time ago, and then we were talking about it.
Wow. I can't believe I never heard that before now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I'm shocked.
So, but again, we're just putting evidence out there that we have gotten from behind the scenes that's public, and everyone please fact check us. I encourage you to fact check us.
Me too. His post will still be on Instagram. What post did you find the comment about the child, Stacey, so they know where to go look?
It is on the newest one about the documentary.
Okay, so if you go on to CDog22 on Instagram, go on to his latest one, unless he's done one today, then obviously it wouldn't be that one. It would be
he's on there deleting that shit right
now. Well, give it time for the message to get to him. So go and do it quick if you're going to do it. But screenshots don't lie. You know what I mean? Yeah. And somebody said earlier, screenshots aren't going to take a celebrity down. You know what? We're not trying to take him down. We're trying to put the proof out there, because he's trying to slander us. He is taking us. He's a celebrity, so we're allowed to speak about him, and we're allowed to put things out there that are true. We're just regular people, and he's going to treat us like he can do the same to us. He's going to find out real quick in a court of law that he can't. So I cannot wait until March 9th, which, by the way, was the day my mom died. So, she wouldn't let that happen. Oh, my God. Yeah. She'd be turning in her grave. She'll be like, go get him, Kim. Fuck. Yeah. I can't believe I can't believe that all of this is happening. And the reason why we're talking about this more is because obviously the documentary is coming out soon. We're finding out more information as we get closer, and as we get the information, we're sharing it with you guys, so you can have all of the facts going into it. So when it comes out and you see it, what's true and what isn't. And then when you start seeing stuff that we're talking about, you're going to realize we knew what we were talking about all this time.
Yeah, and I also encourage everybody to go to my channel, Kim's channel, or Bobby's channel, and listen to the interviews that Bobby did with his former employees, the Angels. There was a bus driver, tour driver, and a manager or security guard. And he interviewed Haim's ex-fiance, who's an actress, Holly. There's so many Hollies. What's her last name?
Holly, which one? What's the comment?
I almost just said Holly Nash. The Haim's ex-fiance that Bobby interviewed.
Oh, Holly, oh my God. Are you serious? I'm drawing a blank.
There's so many
Fields.
Holly Fields, yes. Bobby's channel, he accidentally, he changed it for a stream. If you just put in Bobby Wolf, WOLFE.
It's called,
one hot damn chick, but you can just
my channel is Kim Rocks. Bobby's is damn hot chick, and then the Corey Feldman facts page as well has a bunch of content. Pardon?
We lost Susie.
We did. Are we still on the air?
Yeah, we're still on, but she's gone.
Okay, so she'll come back, obviously, because she'll go to talk to us and we won't answer. So that's okay.
It closed out everything I had open.
I'm glad it didn't cut us off. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do. I just had to get back into it as quick as possible. It's WOLFE.
Right.
That's what I was trying to type, but it closed
He's got a lot of great content up there. He's no longer in the Feldman circle of doing. Actually, he doesn't even do YouTube at all anymore. He got out of it for obvious reasons. I mean, this is a deep rabbit hole, and it's very stressful, and I think it really got to him more than he even let on to everybody.
it came to a point also where it was like, okay, what else can we do?
Yeah.
You know, we've raised so much awareness. Feldman had shut his mouth for the most part. So it was like, okay, well, what else could we expose? I even stopped talking about him. I knew when he actually went to drop this documentary, obviously I was going to tag in. And then it happened a couple weeks earlier because I heard he was, you know, reaching out to Sharon and Sarah. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. But don't forget that Bobby even took it a step further and went on to do Monster Hunters, and some of the interviews that he did and the information he heard, and you know what I mean? That really gets to a person who doesn't even come from abuse to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand why he needed to take a break from it all.
Well, it's not a break, is it? It's like try not to back.
Yeah, no, you know what I meant, though.
Yeah.
Bernie says Feldman will go down Friday the 13th. Sorry, I'm trying to make some of you guys mods now that I'm not reading screenshots. Did I not just make Bernie one? Okay, yeah, he just wasn't. If you type again, Bernie, he'll be a mod. He is infesting your phones with gremlins.
I seen something about Feldman's going to be dreaming a little dream in prison. I hope so. Like, I'm waiting. If somebody reports something within the statute of limitations, that dream could be a reality. But it all depends on whether or not she's ready to come forward.
Yeah.
Did you see the tweet he posted a couple of days ago? Somebody'd asked him if he'd used the new law in California to sue anyone yet, or to sue anyone, and his words were, "Not yet."
Yeah, that's in the works. He's been focused on his documentary.
Yeah.
Wait until that well's run dry. Well, wait until he realizes, you know, the figure of money that he's put in has gone from $1 million to $1.7 million to $2 million that he's put in of his own money, which, by the way, I wonder if he's reported to the IRS to make this documentary. When it's only a one-time premiere and he realizes he's just lost how many millions of dollars, if that's even true, which I don't believe it is.
I mean, look at his retweets and likes. He doesn't even have that many of those, and he thinks people are going to... And for anybody listening, I am going to be restreaming that on YouTube or YouNow. I'm still setting it up. If you guys want the link, we'll have a little watch party. Just send me a direct message. But I tweeted that, and I had like 2 people come into my DMs being like, can you send me who I've never even heard of? I'm like, you think I'm stupid? Like, okay,
yeah, exactly.
Like, I have to know you in order to send you the link. So... just to put that out there.
I love these jokes. Feldman wants to know why you won't stand by me. I love it.
Bernie, Thought Police, and Lycan Theory are hilarious.
Oh my god, these are too funny.
Remember right before we went live, I was telling you when we watch Eli, like all I do is laugh because of the chat. Like it's so funny.
Yeah. It's just, I can't handle that guy. I've watched a few of his streams and I can't handle him. He's too fucking negative for me. Like, I mean, you know, it's one thing when you're having a bad day and you're like, "Rawr," but it seems that every time I tune into him, that's what he's doing. So I can't cope.
About 3 million and Feldman will go missing or have an accident if Hollywood idiots want to pay that. Well, yeah. And then that's another thing. An article came out. Oh man, I wish I had it to pull up. Or did I read it the other day where he said a Hollywood, no, I think I was on an unlisted stream, where he's talking about the Hollywood wolf pack, how we tried to syringe him again. We went from the Mexican wolf pack to the Hollywood wolf pack.
Oh, yeah, it was in that article, that Guardian article.
I'm trying to pull it up on my Twitter so I can read it. Because I know
the one he got pissed off about because she basically called him crazy, and I loved it. I thought that's awesome.
It's a really good article here. I can actually share it in the... copy link. Okay. So it says Corey Feldman needs security 24/7. Oh wait, is this the movie? Oh yeah, this is the movie MD where he says, okay, so he says Corey Feldman has revealed that he and his wife have 24-hour armed security. Feldman revealed the news when he announced the long-awaited release date for his Truth documentary on social media. The documentary has been in the works for the last few years, and the former 80s teen idol has been had seen consistent roadblocks while trying to get this project put together. Traditional studios and streaming platforms don't want to have anything to do with some of the claims Feldman is making in the movie. As for the 24-hour armed security, this is something that Corey Feldman has talked about before. He claims he will be revealing some big names in Hollywood who are involved in an underground pedophile ring. This has led to alleged attacks against Feldman, with one happening in the early 2018. Feldman was rushed to the hospital after he had been stabbed with a foreign object while at a stoplight in his car. The actor says that the Hollywood Wolfpack were the ones responsible for the attack, which, by the way, the police, we showed those emails on the last stream where the police said we didn't find any proof of that. It was just a road rage incident. I even went to the gas station where it happened and spoke to the manager there. I'm like, oh, isn't this because it was right there at the corner. And he's like, yeah, he goes, the police were upstairs for like 2 days looking through our video stuff and never found anything on it.
Interesting.
Oh, the Guardian one. That's the one I'll put in here. You guys, it's way too long for me to read, but
it is a long article.
Yeah.
But it's worth the read. It takes like maybe 5 minutes to read it, but it's like if you're interested in this topic matter, then it's worth it. And yeah, I think the documentary is, most of it's going to be about the Wolfpack.
Yeah, Charisse, he posted on his Instagram, yeah, I read it, where he's saying that he's going to put pieces of a puzzle together out there, and people will they need to put those pieces together and figure it out. That's on his Instagram.
And that he's already named 6 names. No, he hasn't. And when he was on Marriage Boot Camp, he said that one of them was a Hollywood lawyer. So that goes against everything else because neither Sheen nor Dominic were Hollywood lawyers. So that's a news story. But, it's not surprising.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if he actually told the truth.
Yeah.
At this point, even if he told the truth, I wouldn't believe him. That's how much he lies. Seriously. It is. Because he is
Teresa,
a fucking liar.
Is that you, Teresa?
What?
Is that our Teresa that's in the chat? That said, really? Question mark?
Hang on. I can't see the chat. It keeps booting me to the frickin' private chat.
I'm hoping it's her.
I can't. Wait, let's see. Oh, it keeps putting me in the private chat. I can't see the chat right now.
Oh, okay. Is that you, Teresa?
Oh, there we go. The main chat is on Susie's channel, so come to Susie Q7979.
Oh, yeah, I just had checked it before everything shut down.
Oh, it keeps booting me out of the chat. Why?
StreamYards is a weird thing. Anyone that has the resort just is a loser. I'm pretty sure Sheen is aware of what's going on. I hope he sees.
He is 100% aware. I'm not going to say who, but a source has contacted Charlie Sheen's lawyer, his publicist, and his manager. So he's extremely aware, and on more than one occasion. So he's completely, fully aware of what's going on. In fact, after the last time this person reached out, contacted all of those sources, there was a damage control article that went out about Charlie Sheen and about how good he's doing in sobriety. So I can tell that they were listening, because obviously they're not going to come out and say, yes, we got the information, this is what they're going to do. But when they're, throwing out positive about him, right within a couple days of getting that notification, then that was their way of acknowledging.
John Grissom, Marty Weiss, Alfie Hoffman, Dominic Brusha. Who else is he going to name?
No, Dominic Brusha, he hasn't named yet. He hasn't
he's going to in the doc.
Oh, I do too, but he hasn't named him as of yet. So right now it's John Grissom, Marty Weiss, Alfie Hoffman, and Bobby Hoffman. And then obviously he's going to name Dominic because Dominic's dead.
And then Charlie Sheen. There you go.
And
I just saved you guys. We just saved you $20.
Yeah, but we're going to watch it on your watch party.
Yeah.
We got to watch our premiere, Susie, for fuck's sakes.
If you remember, Feldman's in an interview at the end of last year and said that one of Haim's abusers recently died.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. That's what I was alluding to. But he didn't come out and say his name yet.
No, he said you'll find out in the documentary.
Oh, he did. Okay, well, there you go. We know he's going to name him anyways. I mean,
right,
that's the only truth.
We showed the evidence of that too in his email when he's talking to the detective.
Out of all of the ones that he's named, that's the one we know 100% certain is the truth because of Judy. So that's the one we can guarantee we know 100% certainty actually did.
And I'd also like to throw out there that all of Haim's friends in real life, all of his ex-girlfriends, which he was a stud, he had a lot of them, all his family members all say the same thing. They say Haim only told us about Dominic. He said it was just Dominic. They all have the same story. Feldman has a personal beef with Charlie because an ex-girlfriend thing that happened years ago. So he's always had a beef. And then, Charlie went on to be a successful actor, which we all know Feldman didn't do that. So there's a lot of resentment there. So, again, that's why I encourage you guys to especially go listen to Holly Field's interview with Bobby. I don't have that one uploaded on my channel, but it almost has 400,000 views on Bobby's channel. So, or no, that was Margot's that had 4,000, but it still has a lot. I encourage just everybody to listen to that.
That's an interesting point, Shannon, about what you mentioned about he's not going to name Sheen because of the legal ramifications. Somebody in the business, and I don't know if this is true, but this is what they said to me, and I'm going to pass on the information, is that as long as he puts a disclaimer at the end, saying that this is my truth, then that could prevent him from being sued. But I bet you it won't be able to beat Charlie Sheen's lawyers. Yeah, it might be able to beat my legal aid lawyer, but it won't be able to beat Charlie Sheen's $1 million lawyer, okay?
Yeah, and here's the other thing. Sorry, they like to say, oh, well, Judy took a payout from Charlie, and that's why. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. Let's just say, hypothetically, 20 years ago, that Charlie gave Judy a payout. What would stop her from saying it right now? Or after her son died? Well, what's Charlie going to say? Oh, I fucking paid you? You weren't supposed to say anything? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
I hope she doesn't get upset that I say this, but everyone seems to think that Judy Haim is rich, and she's just a person like everyone else. She is just a person like everyone else. She has a humble little apartment that's very nice. She takes the bus and walks everywhere. I mean, she was happy to drive in my car one day with me. Like she's really is just a humble person. She's very true blue. She has nothing to hide. She has offered to show her bank statements, her financial records, her everything. And she shouldn't even have to. Right. She shouldn't have to, because it's not her on trial here. All she's doing is defending her son, who's no longer here to defend himself, like any other good mother would do. And just because Feldman didn't have a good relationship with his mother, he thinks this is okay to treat someone's mom like this. You know what? You're a fucking asshole. I'm sorry for my language, but that's what you are.
Yeah. And, Feldman's going to expose emails between Judy and him. They already exposed that. Those interviews are on Bobby's channel with Judy. I can't remember if those are the ones if I uploaded or not. But we already discussed them, and people need to realize there was phone calls with Feldman's manager in between those emails, and with Feldman, long phone calls, where and that's when Judy was dealing with the death of her son. She had cancer and everything else. So I don't know. I guess.
And if anybody who doesn't think that grief does something to your mind, I can tell you for firsthand information that I lost my shit probably for 2 years after Andrew died. I couldn't tell you where I was, what day it was. There's things I blocked out. Like, it was trauma, it was grief, it was everything. So if he's going to try and turn things around to make this sweet woman look bad, like, God help him. God help him.
Yeah.
And I know that's what he's going to do. And I wish I could protect her from it, because she doesn't deserve it.
Well, I'm not being funny, but the date he's releasing it was a kick in the teeth enough. He's disgusting. He's vile.
Yeah, he is. He is like lower than dog shit on the bottom of my shoe. That's what I think of that man. And that's horrible. Like, it sounds awful to talk about somebody like this. I don't have so much contempt for anybody. Like, I don't even hate anybody other than Feldman. And the reason why I hate Feldman isn't even because of what he's done to me. It's because of what he's doing to Judy. I don't care. I can take what he does to me. Like, I can fight back, and that doesn't bother me. at the end of the day, like, I'll just get a lawyer and we'll fucking sue him, Susie. You know what I mean? Like, we'll see some of that documentary money one way or another. And you know what I would do if we got a judgment? I would turn around and give it to frickin' Judy and buy some Haim art. That's what I would do with it.
Lewis says, does Judy still have the support she needs from y'all? I truly feel for her because of this documentary coming out. Of course she has our support. She's always
a million
have
percent
our support. Yeah.
Yeah, we have her back and she knows it.
Yeah.
And we tell her a lot of the positive things that people share with us and stuff like that help lift her up. We share a lot of that with her because she hears all the negative stuff too. So we like to, you know, make her feel good when we hear it. We tell her. So we talk to her daily.
They didn't make a lot of bank like they did back then. Now, Haim, I believe, was like pretty much in big debt when he died too. So like they think that they have, like, the Haims have all this money and, oh, Judy must have money, she's got to be getting royalties. So I went out to dinner with Scott Schwartz, and when they play A Christmas Story for 2 days straight, he gets a check in royalties or whatever it's called, and he'll get a check for like 15 cents.
What?
Yeah, and he explained it when we were at dinner, how it was back then with the cable companies, but like it was a big thing and it's all switched now. But the way it was back then, it like stops them because they like sold the rights to the cable companies. Like I forget how exactly he explained it, but they switched it completely now. But yeah, he says he doesn't even, you know, he just throws them away.
Can we share the link for Haim art in this chat right now and spread that around? Because it's a legacy that Judy and other people continue on to do, and it helps to keep Corey Haim's memory alive. And that's the kind of memories we want floating around, not the kind that Feldman's doing. And just another thing that really bothers me is Feldman tries to claim that he was Haim's best friend. That is not true. The person who was and still is a best friend is Greg Harrison, and he treats Judy like his mom. And that is a best friend, not what fucking Feldman's doing.
Amen.
I'm trying to find. Greg hasn't posted it recently. Oh wait,
Fine Arts America.
I think I got it.
Yeah. All right. So if anybody's interested in, no, we did not sign waivers for our footage. So he's unauthorized use of our name and likeness. So that's why we feel we're going to have a case. Obviously, we have to wait to see what's said. He's not going to personally probably say it. He's going to get his stupid Feldfam hooker bitch to say it. And that's fine, because she's got another video coming her way real soon. I was watching some motivation yesterday. Yeah, Stace, go ahead.
Proud moment. I tagged her and him in that video last night on Instagram. Within 10 minutes, she blocked me. Yeah. I put it on YouTube and posted it on Twitter, and within 5 minutes, she put it on Twitter on lockdown.
Lewis, you won't find original pieces. The only original pieces that are out there Judy has, and she's never going to part with those. I'm sorry to tell you, but yeah, like, I mean, it's a keepsake from her son.
The blanket, I meant to order the blanket. Maybe I'll do that today.
You know what one I want? I want the ones from the two Coreys. I want the ones in Judy's apartment. The two that are in Judy's. Like, they're just the one he did on the two Coreys. Actually, I think he did both pieces on the two Coreys.
Well, here,
I would never be able to get them the size. Yeah. The green one.
Green chair. Hold on.
Yeah.
I want some too.
And the other one is the black piece with the swirls and the different colors. I want both of those pieces for my place. But I won't be able to get the huge
one
ones.
that I like is green.
Yeah, that's the one he did on the two Coreys.
Oh, okay, this one. The one to the far right. I like that one.
Oh my God, Heather, if we tried to do do you know how long it would take to do a frickin' live reading of his choreography? Oh my God. Oh.
I want the bottom one.
Which one do you like, Stacy?
The bottom one.
Yeah, those two are in Judy's apartment. So the bottom one and that one right there where you got the mouse right now. That one he did on the two Coreys. And I don't know if he did the other one.
She doesn't have the for mom one?
She might. It might be a smaller piece, but the two on her walls are like massive. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to guess. Like probably 12 feet by 12 feet each.
And
like they're huge.
Just so you guys know, you can get a canvas print, a frame print, like different kinds, greeting cards, phone cases. Do they not have the blankets now?
So if you guys want to be able to support Judy, she's too humble to accept a GoFundMe or anything of that nature, but this is a way that you could do it by helping also to support Haim Art. Proceeds go to Judy. So, and obviously
can I just say, the picture that he did called The Message, I look at it and it makes me emotional. I don't even know why.
This one?
When I watched the two Corys, when I went back and watched it, I cried when at the end of it, when he was painting that picture. And then when I
remember that.
I do. And when I went into Judy's apartment for the first time, I stopped dead in my tracks because I was like, oh my God. Like it gave me chills everywhere. It was just like I cried when he did that. Like
yeah, that one makes me emotional.
Yeah, because it was an emotional time. He had just had a falling out with Feldman, and instead of like going and doing something bad, he went and painted out his frustrations, and it was just such an emotional time. You could tell.
Oh, I didn't know. This says this was the last painting of Corey's. It was painted just 4 days prior to his untimely death in 2010.
And if you actually look at it, it looks like somebody it's like someone being hugged. That's what I see anyway.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody being hugged?
It looks like this is a body hugging somebody, and then he's went over the face.
I can't tell on my phone, but if I look at it bigger later, I might be able to see it.
I see.
It's so mesmerizing, and I want both of those pieces. Like, I think they're beautiful, and
yeah.
And I like abstract art. I love it. That's the only kind of art I really like, actually.
Let's see the next one. Teapot. This one's cute, I think, how I did the face. Oh, I need to connect my mouse. This mouse.
I'm not sure what percentage goes to Judy. I don't want to give out wrong information, but
this one has a signature on it right there. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know what somebody asked. What percentage does 100% go to Judy? Yeah, it's
I'm
not
sure
my
the
place
website has. They have something worked out.
Yeah,
this one, the mom one was painted on the two Corys. This is the one that
green.
was painted.
Which one's that? So is the green one.
Okay. Yep, you're right. That's the one. It says this was painted on the set of two. I thought you meant the message one was. Okay. Yeah, this one, someone purchased the blanket in this, and Greg had posted it, and it looked amazing.
Yeah.
In that one.
They're beautiful pieces. And I believe you can get more than just the art. I think they have mugs and other things as well. So if you don't have the money to buy the art, you can support it in a small way. So, I mean, please visit Fine Arts America and help in whatever way you can.
Yeah. All right. Was there anything else, guys?
No, I'm good. I think we covered everything.
Yeah. So, we'll keep reporting as stuff comes in, and keep everybody updated. And thank you, Stacy and Kim, for being on here. Thank you to everybody in the chat. We appreciate it. And we'll be back when we need to be back. That's for sure.
All right.
Take care.
Peace out, bitches.
Bye.
Bye.